Welcome to AI and Cloud Weekly. I'm your host, coming to you live from the digital newsroom with your essential roundup of the most critical AI and cloud developments. Look, if you're a business leader, an architect, or a developer, you already know this landscape is shifting at absolutely breakneck speed. We're here to cut through all that noise and deliver exactly what you need to know in this explainer so you can stay ahead of the curve. So let's get right into it.
Here's the rundown on today's dashboard. First up, AI models and platforms. Then, we'll dive into the Agentic Cloud. Third, hardware and infrastructure. After that, we're tracking the AI capital surge. And finally, we'll wrap up with our security watch. Let's move fast.
Kicking things off with Segment 1, AI models and platforms, the frontier updates.
Right now, we're seeing some major shifts at the frontier application layer that are going to directly impact how your enterprise operates and scales. So, OpenAI has quietly replaced GPT-5.3 with GPT-5.5 Instant as the default model for hundreds of millions of users. What's really interesting here is that they're actively trading away the conversational kind of emoji-heavy warmth of past models for just direct, highly accurate utility. They've designed 5.5 Instant to be much faster, noticeably shorter, and frankly, incredibly reliable.
And here's the metric that really proves it: 52.5%. That right there represents a massive reduction in hallucinated claims on high-stakes queries. I mean, if your team relies on AI for critical medical, legal, or financial info, this leap in accuracy is literally a foundational game changer for deploying reliable enterprise apps.
Let's break down the actual business value of these updates. Responses are now 30% shorter by word count, so you're getting much tighter, concise outputs. We're also seeing real-time self-correction mid-response, plus expanded memory integration, including a direct connection right to your Gmail. But hey, developers and architects, take note of the privacy trade-offs with this level of deep personalization. And consider this a warning: there is a 3-month forced API migration cycle. If your workflows are still depending on 5.3, you need to start rebuilding right now.
Pivoting over to Microsoft, they've just launched their new Frontier Suite. This is Microsoft 365 E7. It's a powerful new tier that bundles E5, Copilot, and their brand new Agent 365 all into one comprehensive enterprise package. It's really designed to push organizations out of that AI experimentation phase and straight into full-scale deployment.
The crucial thing to understand here is what Agent 365 actually does. Think of it as your unified control plan. It lets you observe, govern, and secure all of your AI agents, whether they were built by Microsoft or third parties. It is effectively the operational nerve center for companies ready to unleash secure agentic operations across their entire workforce.
Moving right along to Segment 2, the Agentic Cloud and Google Cloud Next 26.
We are tracking a massive wave of news out of Las Vegas from Google Cloud Next 2026. Out of the roughly 260 announcements, the overarching theme was crystal clear. Google is officially declaring the start of the Agentic Era. Businesses aren't just managing AI tasks or chat interfaces anymore. No, they're actually beginning to delegate real business outcomes to autonomous agents at a scale the world has literally never seen before.
To put some structure around all this agentic development, Google introduced the Gemini Enterprise Agent Platform, organizing the ecosystem into 4 main pillars. You've got Agent Studio for building and deploying, Agent Registry, which acts as a central library for discovery, Agent Gateway to handle your security and connectivity, and finally, Agent Simulation, providing a hardened sandbox for testing. It's basically a full end-to-end architecture for the autonomous enterprise.
Down to Segment 3, hardware and infrastructure, the silicon layer.
Now, none of this agentic computing is physically possible without some massive, highly specialized advancements down at the silicon layer. The big news here: Nvidia has officially announced their Blackwell Ultra AI factory platform. Specifically, they're bringing the rack-scale GB300 NVL72 and the HGX B300 NVL16 to market. This silicon isn't just an upgrade, it's engineered from the ground up for the long-context, multi-step agentic inference workloads that just devour memory bandwidth. And the performance leap? It's staggering. We're looking at 50x higher throughput per megawatt from the GB300 NVL72 compared to the previous Hopper generation. 50 times. Plus, it boasts a 35 times lower cost per token. That is fundamentally shifting the economics of AI deployment as we know it. Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang stated it perfectly. He said, "We designed Blackwell Ultra for this moment, It's a single versatile platform that can easily and efficiently do pre-training, post-training, and reasoning AI inference. That really hits the nail on the head regarding how infrastructure bottlenecks are shifting. It's no longer just about raw, stateless training throughput. The real battle now is sustaining efficient, low-latency reasoning across massive context windows.
All right, on to segment 4, the AI capital surge and funding mega rounds.
Over at our financial desk, we're digesting some historic, category-defining capital deployments from just this past week. Get a load of these numbers. Moonshot AI pulled in an astonishing $2 billion. Prior Labs secured $1.16 billion from SAP. Ineffable Intelligence raised a massive $1.1 billion seed round, and Sierra took in $950 million. Guys, these aren't your standard venture rounds. These are colossal bets being placed right now on sovereign AI and foundational enterprise infrastructure.
What we're really looking at is a global geoeconomic battle, a literal race for sovereign AI across 3 distinct theaters. China is backing domestic frontier models with Moonshot AI. Europe is working hard to solidify its own data governance and compute independence through Prior Labs and Ineffable Intelligence. Meanwhile, the US is scaling up production infrastructure with giants like Sierra. Capital is flowing at an absolute sovereign scale just to guarantee regional independence.
Finally, segment 5, Security Watch, Supply Chain Attack.
Let's head over to the security desk. We've got a pretty sobering report on the immediate risks lurking right inside open source AI infrastructure. 244,000. That's the jaw-dropping number of times a malicious Hugging Face repository was downloaded before anyone caught on. It was cleverly masquerading as a legitimate OpenAI privacy filter release, and developers just scooped it up.
Let's walk through the actual infection chain so you can see exactly how this went down. Step 1, the fake model gets downloaded. Step 2, a disguised loader.py script executes and completely disables SSL verification. Step 3, a base64 URL retrieves the remote malicious payload. And finally, Step 4, Windows AMSI protections are disabled and it drops InfoStealer malware directly onto the system. This perfectly demonstrates how traditional security scanners are completely failing to catch the complex behaviors tied to AI development workflows. Which leaves builders and business leaders with this rather provocative final thought. Is your AI supply chain moving faster than your security protocols? Because as we go all in on this high-speed agentic era, the attack vectors are evolving just as fast as the models themselves. It might be time to seriously reevaluate your defense posture.
Thanks for watching AI and Cloud Weekly. Please like, share, and subscribe. Stay ahead with AI and Cloud Weekly.